Hello, everyone. Welcome to Amazing Aircraft, where we explore the fascinating world of aviation. In today's video, we are going to take a closer look at one of the most advanced and versatile fighter jets in the world, the Saab JAS 39 Gripen. The Gripen is a light single-engine multirole fighter aircraft, developed by the Swedish aerospace company Saab in the late 20th century. It has a delta wing and canard configuration, fly-by-wire flight controls, a powerful engine, and a sophisticated avionics system that allows it to perform a wide range of missions, from air-to-air combat to air to ground attack, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. The Gripen is also designed to be easy to maintain, operate, and upgrade, making it a cost-effective and adaptable platform for various air forces around the world. The Gripen's history dates back to the late 1970s, when Sweden decided to develop a new fighter aircraft that could meet its unique defense needs and replace its aging fleet of Draken and Viggen fighters. The Swedish government wanted an aircraft that could perform multiple roles, fly at supersonic speeds, take off and land on short runways dispersed across the country, and integrate with NATO standards. Saab was chosen as the main contractor for the project, which was officially launched in 1982 with a fixed-price contract for 5 prototypes and an initial batch of 30 production aircraft. The Gripen's design was influenced by several foreign aircraft, such as the Mirage 2000, but also incorporated some innovative features of its own, such as canards for increased maneuverability and stability, digital fly-by-wire system for reduced weight and complexity, and modular avionics for easy upgrades. The prototype of the Gripen took off on its maiden flight on December 9, 1988. However, the Gripen's development was not without difficulties. In February 1989, the prototype crashed during an attempted landing due to a problem with the flight control system that caused pilot-induced oscillation. The cause was identified and fixed with software modifications and additional testing. In August 1993, another crash occurred during an air show in Stockholm when a production aircraft stalled during a low-altitude roll maneuver and hit the ground. The pilot ejected safely, but the aircraft was destroyed. The investigation revealed that the pilot had exceeded the flight envelope limits and that the flight control system had amplified his inputs instead of correcting them. Saab implemented further changes to improve the Gripen's handling qualities and safety margins. Despite these setbacks, Saab continued to refine and improve the Gripen's performance and capabilities throughout the 1990s and 2000s. The Gripen entered service with the Swedish Air Force in November 1997 with the Skaraborg wing, becoming fully operational in 1998. The Swedish Air Force ordered a total of 200 Gripens in 3 batches, with deliveries completed in 2008. The Gripen also attracted interest from several foreign customers who were looking for a modern but affordable fighter jet. Saab formed joint ventures with British Aerospace in 1995 and later with BAE Systems in 2001 to market and support the Gripen internationally. Some of the countries that have ordered or leased Gripens include Hungary, the Czech Republic, South Africa, Thailand, Brazil, and Botswana. The Gripen has also participated in various international competitions and exercises over the years, such as Red Flag in Alaska, where it performed well against other fighters like F-16s, Typhoons, and F-15s, and the Libyan no-fly zone enforcement in 2011, where it flew over 650 combat missions and delivered over 2,000 reconnaissance reports to NATO. The Gripen has also undergone several upgrades and modifications to keep up with the evolving threats and requirements of the modern battlefield. In 2007, Saab launched the Gripen Demo program, which was a testbed for a major redesign of the Gripen, known as the Gripen EF. Features a larger fuselage, a more powerful engine, increased fuel capacity, new radar and sensors, and improved avionics and weapons integration. The Gripen EF is expected to enter service with the Swedish Air Force and the Brazilian Air Force in 2019 and has also been offered to other potential customers, such as Finland, India, Switzerland. The Gripen is a lightweight fighter that can fly at speeds of up to Mach 2 at high altitudes and Mach 1.2 at sea level. It has a combat range of about 800 kilometers and a ferry range of about 3,200 kilometers with external fuel tanks. It can climb to an altitude of 15,240 meters. The Gripen is also capable of super cruise, which means it can fly at supersonic speed without using afterburners, saving fuel and increasing stealth. The Gripen's performance is comparable to other fourth-generation fighters in its class. However, each fighter has its strengths and weaknesses depending on the mission and scenario. For example, the F-16 has a higher thrust-to-weight ratio than the Gripen, giving it better acceleration and climb rate, but also higher fuel consumption and lower range. The Mirage 2000 has a similar delta wing design as the Gripen, but lacks canards for additional lift and control at high angles of attack. The Typhoon has a larger wing area than the Gripen, giving it better lift and maneuverability at subsonic speeds, but also more radar cross-section and higher cost. The Gripen's design choices reflect its intended role as a multi-role fighter that can perform well in different situations and environments. The single-engine configuration reduces maintenance costs and complexity compared to twin-engine fighters, but also increases the risk of engine failure or damage. The delta wing and canard layout provide good stability and lift at high speeds and altitudes, as well as excellent maneuverability at low speeds and angles of attack. The fly-by-wire system allows the Gripen to be intentionally unstable for enhanced agility and responsiveness, but also requires sophisticated software and redundancy to prevent loss of control. The Gripen's avionics are fully integrated using 5 digital data buses that enable sensor fusion. This means that information from various onboard sensors and databases is combined automatically by the computer system to provide useful data to the pilot via different displays and interfaces. Some of the main avionics systems of the Gripen are radar. The Gripen uses a pulse Doppler X-band multi-mode radar that can detect and track multiple targets in air-to-air or air-to-ground modes up to 120 kilometers away. The radar can also guide several beyond visual range air-to-air missiles simultaneously to different targets. The Gripen EF uses a new active electronically scanned array radar called the ESO-5 Raven, developed by Leonardo. The AESA radar has improved performance, reliability, and flexibility, as it can scan a wider area and switch between modes faster than the mechanical radar. Sensors. The Gripen has a variety of sensors that provide information about the surrounding environment and potential threats. These include an infrared search and track system, which can detect and track heat sources such as aircraft engines or missile plumes, a laser rangefinder and designator, which can measure the distance and mark the location of a target for laser-guided weapons, a passive radar warning receiver, which can detect and identify radar signals from enemy aircraft or ground-based systems, a missile approach warning system which can detect incoming missiles and launch flares or chaff as countermeasures, and a digital radio frequency memory jammer, which can jam or deceive enemy radars or missiles. The Gripen EF also has a new distributed aperture system, which consists of 6 electro-optical sensors mounted around the aircraft that provide 360-degree situational awareness and missile warning. Electronic Warfare Suite. The Gripen has an integrated electronic warfare suite that enhances its survivability and effectiveness in hostile environments. The Electronic Warfare Suite consists of several subsystems that work together to provide self-protection, standoff jamming, and electronic attack capabilities. The ES-MPOD can collect and analyze electronic intelligence from enemy radars and communications. The Gripen EF also has a new electronic attack pod called the Arexes, developed by Saab. The Arexes pod can generate high-power radio frequency signals that can jam or spoof enemy radars or missiles. Data link. The Gripen has a secure data link that allows it to communicate and share information with other friendly aircraft, ground stations, or satellites. The data link can transmit voice, data, images, video, or coordinates in real time. The Gripen uses several data link protocols, such as Link 16 for NATO interoperability TIDALS for the Swedish National Network, SADL for the US Tactical Network, and Rover for Ground Forces Coordination. The Gripen EF also has a new data link system, called the Tactical Data Link 19, developed by Saab. The TDL-19 is based on the Link 16 standard, but with enhanced encryption, bandwidth, and range. Cockpit displays. The Gripen has 3 large color multifunction displays in the cockpit that show various information to the pilot, such as flight parameters, navigation data, weapon status, sensor data, threat situation, etc. The MFDs are touch-sensitive and can be customized by the pilot, according to his preferences or mission requirements. The Gripen EF also has a wide area display that replaces the 3 MFDs with a single large screen that covers most of the cockpit panel. The WAD provides more space and flexibility for displaying information and allows the pilot to interact with it using voice commands or gesture control. Helmet-mounted display system. The Gripen has a helmet-mounted display system that projects information onto the pilot's visor, such as flight parameters, weapon aiming cues, sensor data, etc. The HMDS also has a head tracking feature that allows the pilot to look around and lock onto targets by moving his head. The HMDS enhances the pilot's situational awareness and reduces his workload by allowing him to access information without looking at the cockpit displays. The Gripen EF uses a new HMDS developed by AEL Systems. The new HMDS has improved resolution, brightness, contrast, field of view, and night vision capability. Flight control system. The Gripen has a digital fly-by-wire flight control system that translates the pilot's inputs into commands for the aircraft's control surfaces. The FCS also provides artificial stability and envelope protection for the aircraft, preventing it from exceeding its physical limits or entering dangerous flight conditions. The FCS has 4 redundant channels that operate independently, but are constantly monitored by each other for faults or failures. If one channel fails or malfunctions, another channel takes over automatically without affecting the aircraft's performance or safety. The FCS also has a manual reversion mode that allows the pilot to fly the aircraft using mechanical backup controls in case of a complete electrical failure. Health and usage monitoring system. The Gripen has a health and usage monitoring system that monitors the condition and performance of the aircraft systems and components. The HUMS collects and analyzes data from various sensors and indicators on the aircraft, such as temperature, pressure, vibration, wear, etc. The HUMS can detect and diagnose faults or anomalies on the aircraft, alert the pilot or the ground crew, and suggest corrective actions or maintenance procedures. The HUMS also records and stores the aircraft's usage history, such as flight hours, cycles, loads, etc. The HUMS helps to reduce maintenance costs and downtime, increase reliability and availability, and extend the service life of the aircraft. Weapons. Describe the weapons that the Gripen can carry and use for different missions, such as air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, bombs, rockets, guns, etc. Explain how the weapons are integrated with the avionics systems. For targeting and guidance, mention some of the weapon types and models that the Gripen can use, such as AIM-120, Iris-T, Meteor, AGM-65 Maverick, Taurus KEPD 350, GBU-1 to Paveway 2, etc. For example, the Gripen can carry a variety of weapons for different missions on its 8 hard points under the wings and fuselage. The Gripen can also carry an external fuel tank on the centerline hard point for extended range. The Gripen's weapons are integrated with its avionics systems for targeting and guidance. The radar can provide fire control for air-to-air missiles or air-to-ground missiles. The IRST can provide passive targeting for infrared guided missiles. The laser rangefinder and designator can provide laser designation for laser-guided bombs or missiles. The data link can provide target coordinates or updates from other sources for GPS-guided bombs or missiles. The HMDS can provide off-bore sight queuing for short-range missiles. Some of the weapons that the Gripen can use are air-to-air missiles. The Gripen can carry up to 6 air-to-air missiles for air-to-air combat or self-defense. The Gripen can use short-range infrared guided missiles, such as the AIM-9 Sidewinder, IRIS-T, medium-range radar-guided missiles, such as the AIM-120 RAM or Mica, or long-range beyond visual range missiles, such as the Meteor. The Meteor is a new European missile that has a ramjet propulsion system that gives it high speed and long range. The Meteor also has an active radar seeker that can lock onto targets autonomously or receive updates from the launch platform via a two-way data link. Air-to-ground missiles. The Gripen can carry up to 4 air-to-ground missiles for air-to-ground attack or anti-ship missions. The Gripen can use anti-tank missiles such as the AGM-65 Maverick or Brimstone, anti-radiation missiles such as the AGM-88 Harm or Alarm, anti-ship missiles such as the RBS-15F or Harpoon, or cruise missiles such as the Taurus Cap 350 or Storm Shadow. The Taurus Cap 350 is a German-Swedish missile that has a turbofan engine that gives it long range and low-altitude flight capability. The Taurus Cap 350 also has a stealthy design and a programmable warhead that can penetrate hardened targets. Bombs. The Gripen can carry up to 6 bombs for air-to-ground attacks or close air support missions. The Gripen can use unguided bombs such as the Mk-82 or Mk-84. Guided bombs such as the GBU-12 Paveway 2, enhanced guided bombs such as the GBU-49 Enhanced Paveway, or precision-guided bombs such as the GBU-39 Small Diameter Bomb or GBU-53B Stormbreaker. The GBU-39 Small Diameter Bomb is a U.S. bomb that has a small size and weight that allows it to be carried in large numbers. The GBU-39 Small Diameter Bomb also has a diamond back wing assembly that gives it glide capability and a GPS in its guidance system that gives it accuracy. Rockets. The Gripen can carry up to 4 rocket pods for air-to-ground attacks or suppression of enemy air defense missions. The Gripen can use unguided rockets such as the Curve 7 or Hydra 70, or guided rockets such as the APKWS or LOGIR. The APKWS is a U.S. rocket that has a laser guidance system that gives it accuracy and reduces collateral damage. The LOGIR is a South Korean rocket that has an infrared guidance system that gives it fire and forget capability and resistance to countermeasures. Guns. The Gripen has a single 27mm Mauser BK-27 revolver cannon mounted under the port side of the fuselage. The cannon has a rate of fire of 1,700 rounds per minute and can carry up to 120 rounds of ammunition. The cannon can be used for air-to-air or air-to-ground combat, as well as strafing targets on the ground. The Saab JAS 39 Gripen is a remarkable fighter aircraft that combines high performance, versatility, and affordability in a single package. It can perform a wide range of missions, from air superiority to ground attack, with a variety of weapons and systems. It can operate from short and rough runways, making it suitable for dispersed basing and rapid deployment. It can also integrate with NATO standards and networks, making it compatible with allied forces. However, the Gripen also faces some challenges and limitations, such as its single-engine vulnerability, its relatively small payload capacity, and its competition from other fighters in the global market. The Gripen's future depends on how well it can adapt to the changing threats and requirements of modern warfare, as well as how well it can attract new customers and partners. Saab is constantly working to improve and upgrade Gripen's capabilities and features, such as the Gripen EF variant that offers more power, range, and flexibility than its predecessors. The Gripen is a fighter that strives to balance quality and quantity, performance and cost, innovation and tradition. It is a fighter that aims to be not the best in everything. Thank you for watching this video about the Saab JAS 39 Gripen. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please subscribe to my channel for more videos about amazing aircraft. You can also like this video, leave a comment below, or share it with your friends. I appreciate your support and feedback. Until next time, this is Amazing Aircraft, signing off.